So here we are with our door end panel hung on the tunnel house. We're now going to trim the base rail and also cut out the door opening. So here's Mark here. We're going to start down at the base rail in the corner. We're going to cut a slit from the end portal straight out to the end of the tunnel and beside the doorway entrance. Once again, just straight out from that door stud, straight out the front. And on the second stud, straight out to the front, and the same from the corner post, straight out to the front. And we're just going to flick that panel onto the inside of the tunnel, because it actually gets clipped off on the inside of the front base rail. So we flick that through there, and this one also. This is beside the doorway, so this is the end base sheet being held. We just flick that through to the inside, because that's to be clipped on the inside face of the base rail. Now we're going to cut the door opening. So we have the door opening here, we have a lintel, and we have two studs, of course, but of course I've got a cover over at the moment, so we have to remove that to have the opening for the door. So Mark's going to slice from the corner in a Y shape down to the middle, and from the corner down to the middle, and then a vertical cut, and then to each corner again, or right through. So now we have the opening for the door, and we have a clipping system to go into around the door perimeter edge. We don't put the clipping system up on the top, it's got polyguard on it, there's no need for it there, so it's just going to go round the door frame using the Duralock 2 system. So we're about to start that now. So here we have our door cut out, and then we're going to put the door lintel Duralock 2 in. So here we go, Mark's got the piece. We're pre-cut here, it's about 20mm shorter each end, or 15mm shorter each end than the actual rail. So just trim that up with your secateurs. And here's the insert going in. Pulling the cover type, just roll the channel part of the Duralock 2 in place first, and that's going to go into the groove on the lintel. You can see it just being pressed into place there. There we go. It can be tight, this one, because there's not much film to be playing with. Just take your time though and ease the channel in. So that's the channel part in now on the door, and then we're going to put the locking bead, tap the locking bead in again, as we've done before with the base rail. So there's a tapped in. Okay, so that's the top lintel done. We're going to start the sides now, so down each door stud, which will be the perimeter edge of the door. And here we go, we're starting on the Duralock side end stud to surround the door. We just start at the top. Once again, we've got the channel being rolled in. So channel first, using the Duralock 2 system again. So we start that off. And we just put a little bit of tension on the film as we're pulling the film tight. You can see we just keep the tension on the main cover. So that's the channel part going in. The last part of the channel, you'll see it will go down to around about 10 inches or so, and then just trim a little bit extra with your secateurs to finish off this last smaller piece that goes into the Duralock 2. Now there's once again, just a little bit of tension going on the film as we feed the Duralock channel in, the first part of this. And there we go, that's the last piece in the groove. Now we're just going to tap the bead into place. Starting at the top again. So just taking care not to hit the plastic, only to hit the bead. And that just pops in down the length. We repeat this process around to the bottom of the door frame, and also of course on the other side of the door. And the door frame will be clipped off, ready to hang the door.